This is 3,000 naira and this is one shawarma. Now in Lagos where I stay, 3,000 naira will get you one shawarma. But then again, what if 3,000 naira could get you over 100 million naira? Let's discuss so I can show you how. Let's assume you don't buy that shawarma and then you take that 3,000 naira and put it in a mutual fund just once, not every time. How much do you think that 3,000 naira will be in like 30 years' time? First, for starters, in that first year, the 3,000 naira becomes 3,540 naira only. Not impressive. But in 10 years' time, that same amount that you have left there will become 15,702 naira. But in 30 years, it becomes 430,000 naira. Now, let's face it, there are many things you spend 3,000 naira on. You can't tell me that all you have to spare in like 30 years is just 3,000 naira. So if you're DT you're spending every week, you definitely see places where you can remove 3,000 naira, whether every month or every single week. So let's see what the number tells us, because from 3,000 naira to over 400,000 naira, the more the amount, the more the consistency, the more the money will be. So what happens when you take 3,000 naira that you used to buy one shawarma every month, and every single month you put that 3,000 naira into a mutual fund? Here are the numbers. In the first year, the total amount of money you have is about 39,000 naira plus. Still not impressive. By the fifth year, you have over 288,000 naira. By the 10th year, you have 993,000 naira plus. But in the 30th year, you have 42.3 million naira. But let's be realistic. When you check your expenditure every week, you can most likely see that there's some place you're spending about 3,000 naira that can put that money into a mutual fund. So let's assume you buy your shawarma once every week. That 3,000 naira into a mutual fund every single week will leave you at a bigger amount of numbers, over 100 million. In the first year, the 3,000 naira a week becomes 170,000 naira in total. By the fifth year, it becomes 1.2 million naira. In the 10th year, it becomes 4.36 million naira. By the 30th year, it becomes 180 million naira. A total of almost 190 million naira, because 189 million naira and 190 million naira, you're just almost there. You always hear that consistency is important in everything you do. Usually you hear it in content, but time and consistency is very important when you're building wealth and financial freedom. If you have over 180 million naira today, what will you be doing? Will you still be working your job? Will you put it back into your business? Or will you just go and start a new business or retire or go into real estate? What will you do with such an amount of money? Now, if you want to get to a billion naira, which is the minimum that I always look at for my own goal, then you have to do more than 3,000 naira every single week. You could plan your own into a month or whatever. Let me know how much you want to be putting aside, and I could do a calculation specifically for you. So what's it going to be this Friday? And that shawarma or mutual funds? Just know whichever one it is, you just might be eating away your own future financial freedom. The 3,000 naira shawarma or whatever you buy could also mean 180 million naira being eaten away in the present. Now you might say your own is not shawarma, but if you look at it properly, there are things you buy that are more than 3,000 naira. The extra airtime here just to say, hey, give the phone to your sister, give the phone to your brother, give the phone to your auntie, your cousin, your enemy, and everybody around you. That money could go into mutual funds. That money isn't buying a drink because we just want to know what the taste is like instead of buying water. That chocolate you buy when you don't need extra energy. That random strolling that consumes your money. Even that babe that calls you for urgent 2K every week. That money could be building wealth in your mutual fund. If you enjoy finance and investing videos, how to build wealth and multiply wealth, then this is the channel you should be following. I'll see you on the next one.